Okay, we're going to go ahead and start adding text to the page. You need to go ahead and have the grade sheet, in particular be looking at the timeline on the back of that grade sheet. And the reason is it shows exactly when the text should appear. You should also go ahead and view the model, and I'll do that right now. You've been provided with the model, and the model is online. So here's the model right here. I'm going to pull through it. And as I scroll through it, I can see that the cones are going to lift up. If I can get the cones to lift up. So the cones are going to lift up. Devil's going to move out. Cones are going to come down. And it's right when those cones come down, see where it says, where is the blue devil hiding? Where's the blue devil hiding? That will be the first text that we're going to create. And if you look at the timeline, you can see it over there. There's two layers that are created. One's called hiding layer, and the second one's called the ABC layer. And so as we come across that where's the blue devil hiding one is on the hiding layer, if you're looking at the timeline on the grade sheet. And there, after the shimmy shammy, is where the first A appears. And if you look on the screen, shimmy shammy ends. On the timeline, you'll see shimmy shammy ends, A, then keyframe B, keyframe C, and then the text disappears and you have a countdown, 3, 2, 1, 0, guess. And all of those, believe it or not, are all in the same layer. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to come over here first, and the tool I'm going to be using is this text tool, but I need to create some layers here. So I'm going to create a layer, and I'm going to call this one, double click, how about hiding, just as it is on the grade sheet. And I'm going to click off, and I'm going to create a second one. And this one, double click, I'll call it just as it is up on the grade sheet, A, B, C, and guess. Lovely. Now, one of the things I realize is I need to keep the text on the highest layer sitting above the other items on the stage, such as cones. And so I'm going to move the layer, go click, hold, drag, and I'm just going to lift it to the highest layer. And there it is. And hiding, I'm going to lift it as well, click, hold, drag, and now I have the text above the actual images. I'm looking at my timeline on the grade sheet right now, and I see it's at right when the cones come down, which is 40, right about here. And so I'm going to go to hiding, 40, and that's when, can you guess where the blue devil is hiding? That's where that text is going to appear. How do I type in right there? I'm going to do a right click, and I'm going to put a keyframe. So I'm going to say insert keyframe, and then I'm going to come over here, get my text tool, and all I have to do is click on the screen and type, where is the blue devil hiding? Question mark. I look at that and I go, you know, I don't like that gray color. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to look down here in the properties window and see how you can change the size, the type of font. Matter of fact, even right here, I can change the color. So I'm going to go to red, and the size I actually like. The font I'm not a big fan of, but it's okay. It's fine for now. So I'm going to come over, grab my move tool. That's the first arrow. That's my move tool. I'm going to center this more towards the middle of the page, right about there. And I'm going to say I want that image to appear from there all the way up till when the cones finish the shimmy shammy. So that's going to be frame number 50. I'm going to say insert keyframe. And so I'm going to have this text now will appear on the screen all the way up until that point. And it's at that point that it will disappear, and I'm going to have a count. I'm going to see the words guess. Matter of fact, I'll even pull up model cone, and I'll have the words guess. After, so here, where's the blue devil hiding? Shimmy sham. So it comes down, shimmy shammy. And then right after the shimmy shammy, let's do this again. Down, shimmy shammy, A. So at the end of the shimmy shammy, I have the letters A, B, C, and then 3, 2, 1, 0, guess. Okay? So let's go ahead and put this down. Oh, come on, drop out of the way for me. Be nice. No, it's not disappearing, so I'm just going to pull it off to the bottom of my screen. And so right there, I'm going to begin on the upper frame right here, and I'm going to go Control, Create, Insert Keyframe, and I'm going to say A. So I'm going to go get my, and I'm on a different layer now. I'm on the ABC layer. So on this one here, I'm going to type in A. And then I'm going to go to the 60. I'm going to type there, and I'm going to go right click, insert keyframe, and I would like to put B there, but because I'm past these, if you look up at the timeline, see how at this point, once I pass off of 55, I don't have any keyframes there and the images don't extend. You know, I know that the images are going to be extending way out to about 120. So how about right now, where the cones are, I'm just going to put a keyframe out here. Insert keyframe, insert keyframe, and insert, click, insert keyframe. It's just going to, I can always take these out, but this way I get to see where those images are. And now I'm going to come back to 60 onto the ABC frame, and I'm going to click right there on 60, and that's where I'm going to type B. So I'm going to come get my typing tool. I'm going to go directly onto this cone, and I'm going to type B. And then I'm going to go to 65. I'm going to right click on 65, insert keyframe, and I'm going to come right here onto this cone, and I'm going to go C. So now I have my ABC, and I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go get my move tool so I don't make any errors. I'm going to come down and pull up, and let's see what happens after the ABC. So it comes across, it drops, shimmy shammy, where the blue devil's hiding, A, B, C. Then after A, B, C, I have 3, 2, so it stays there. So after the C appears, where's the blue devil hiding disappears, and 3, 2, 1, 0 is what appears. So I'm going to get rid of where's the blue devil hiding right after C. So I'm going to drop this guy again. I'm going to come over here, and where's the blue devil hiding? I have it right there. I'm going to go to this 65, and on hiding, I'm going to put a keyframe in there, and that is where I'm going to extend. So now where the blue devil is hiding will be there all the way up until that point when C appears. And then once C appears, now I'm going to go ahead and click the next frame, which is going to be guess. So at this point right here, I'm going to click on Control, Insert Keyframe, and I'm going to say, go get my text tool, and I'm going to say first 3. So 3, dot, dot, dot. Then I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to go Control, Insert Keyframe, and see how 3 appears? I don't even have to put a new number, a new text there. I'm just going to delete 3 and put 2. Then I'm going to go to the next one, 80, and I'm going to click there. I'm going to go Insert Keyframe, and on 2, I'm going to back off 2, and I'm going to do 1. Then I'm going to go to the next one, insert there. I'm going to go Insert Keyframe, and now I'm going to delete 1, and I'm going to go 0. And then on the next one, I'm going to go Insert Keyframe, and I'm going to take out all of this and put the word guess, question mark. And then how about I give that about another 5. I'm going to give that another 5. I'm going to go insert keyframe, and I'm then going to begin the process. I'm going to give that 5 right there. So it goes from there to there, and then at that point it ends. And I'm going to begin the process right here of making the cones rise. And then we can expose the actual Blue Devil.